Thank you so much to Representative Khanna and Senator Sanders for coming to speak today. I think we're all very happy to have you here and really appreciate it. Given the current state of our immigration system, with everything going on with ICE and the general systemic issues we have with immigration, how do we balance the amazing benefits that come from diversity in our immigration system, in our country, and our workforce, with the need to have a properly functioning legal method for immigration? And with the flaws that still exist within the realm of artificial intelligence, is it really feasible to use AI to maybe help with this process? Thank you.
So this is personal for me. My parents are immigrants. You know, to this day, and the center's been on many Codels, when I go on a Codel, even when we're going on an Air Force plane, my mom calls me and says, "Don't lose your passport." And I say, "Mom, they have the passport. It'll be fine." But I understand the fear. And now I go around the country, and people come up to me, born in the United States, and they say, "Congressman, here's my passport. I'm carrying it around." It is so offensive what ICE is doing around America. We need to tear down the agency and replace it. The reality is that we had an immigration service, INS, from the New Deal up to George W. Bush. Now we can look at how to have better intelligence sharing so you don't have 9/11, but you cannot have an agency that has no oversight and that has no sense of democratic accountability.
Let me agree with everything that Roe said, but say this. I was proud to have introduced an amendment which ended up getting the support of all the Democrats and a couple of Republicans, which essentially did away with all of the new funding that ICE received. Second of all, I want you all to understand that what Trump is doing on immigration is part of a bigger picture and a movement toward authoritarianism. What demagogues, Trump didn't invent this playbook. Demagogues have always used it. Our country faces, as all of you know, we've touched on some of them, enormous problems, right? Healthcare, climate, education, income and wealth inequality. Serious people sit down and they say, okay, how are we going to address these issues? You know what demagogues do? They pick a powerless minority. In the 30s in Germany, it was the Jews, it was gypsies. Historically in America, it was black people, it was Latinos, it was gay people, okay? And now the scapegoat is the undocumented. You can't afford housing? Not the greed of landlords. You can't afford health care? Not the greed of the insurance companies or the drug companies. It's the undocumented. They are the scapegoat. So we have got to turn that around, and I will tell you, having met with some of the people in Minneapolis who have fought back in a just extraordinarily brave way. What we need, instead of scapegoating people, I can tell you that in my state we have undocumented people who are keeping our dairy farmers alive. You have undocumented people during COVID. Who do you think was working in meatpacking plants, at nursing homes, at child care centers, who died on the job? So instead of scapegoating and terrorizing communities, we need something that has long been not dealt with by Congress, and that is comprehensive immigration reform and a path towards citizenship.